I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed.
Thank you for being here. You're being recorded, by the way, so everything now can be used in evidence, just so you know.
Okay, for sure.
So where are you? Texas?
I'm in the Dallas area right now, just chilling. But I'll be in Florida tomorrow, so
Wow.
yeah,
What are your plans
I'm
in?
kind Super Bowl event.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I get to see what outside is like again for a minute.
yeah, for sure.
So how have you stayed sane, like through the whole like lockdown and Corona like period? How have you like mentally stayed sane?
Uh, just the thought of evolving myself. The thought of preparing for when I do come out. When all this is over, I want to be better than I was before it started. I want to be like indestructible mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. So I just been preparing. It's been giving me time to do that.
So what are your tips on like other people kind of doing the same? How to become like, spiritually bulletproof?
Um, Reading, meditating, picking up hobbies that you always wanted to do and never did. Just really being creative, tapping in. You gotta find ways to be creative when you're stuck in the house. So if you don't be creative or plan for something, then I can see why you can easily go insane.
Okay. Well, reading has been my big thing for lockdown. I read about 3 books a day now. I know it sounds crazy, not finishing them, but just tapping in. So,
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get to that level right there. I'm probably like maybe half a book a day.
well, I find, I mean, I can't finish a book in a day, but I do find like I had much worse anxiety before I started reading in the morning. It's like it almost like kind of balances your mind a bit.
Exactly. It creates a new thought process. So you know that is definitely helpful.
And what's been the book that like, changed your lockdown? What's the best book you've read so far?
um, it's called I Chi. It's Chinese, ancient Chinese philosophy, and I've been reading a book called The Sixth Sense. Think and Grow Rich is it's a couple of them. So Think and Grow Rich is always a good one. Anything by Alan Watts. Yeah.
Good tips for us to check out.
So
And I saw that you also paint. So have you been kind of painting more during lockdown? Is it something you've had more time for?
um, I haven't painted in a minute, but I've tapped into painting. I'll have about six paintings now, and like that dear to me, because it's like, yeah, I really tapped in and really connected with it. So, and that's something I'm gonna get deeper into. Once I start getting more time and stuff. I didn't practice it or try to learn how to paint. I just go in and paint and try to put what's in my mind on a canvas. So yeah, it's like therapy for me. So
That's great though. It's good to, you can be able to call that a skill. Like, I can't paint or draw. And I saw that you call your genre spiritual trap. So how has that like sound evolved through creating Vivid Pictures, your new project?
um, I mean, every situation that I go through or every problem that I go through, I embrace it and I take that and I channel it into my music. So that helps me evolve a lot. I say, um, just living and learning, you know, trying to balance it all and analyzing every situation that I go through. I pay attention to details. I'm big on things like that. So
Important, especially with music as well, because I guess, you got to kind of be inspired, but, also notice when something's like really working for you, in creation.
oh, definitely, that I get inspired by sounds. Period. Like instrumentals, different type of sounds. I don't know. It just excites me. Do something to me. So
I mean, you're very lucky. The fact that Cooler Dre produced the whole project, like that is incredible. Like that's, I mean, to be able to pick from those beats is just a dream for an artist. But was it like overwhelming? Like, how did you pick these tracks that you ended up using for the project?
I really like let the track pick me, and it's a big blessing. It's like I feel like a kid in a candy shop, really. uh, I just let the beat pick me. I don't try too hard. I just vibe with each track, and I try to see what the music is telling me. So I let the beat pick me.
That's a good way to do it. I mean, yeah, it must be. Sometimes I can imagine you hear a beat that you're like, I really want this, but it might not necessarily work for your sound. You just love the beat. So
Right. Exactly.
yeah. Well, I mean, I can't wait to hear the project. Have you, like, how has it been kind of creating during this process? Like, have you managed to kind of work with people in the studio and stuff, or has it been a bit of a
Uh,
code?
I've been in the studio like during this whole pandemic. I've been like working, really working, staying safe. You but I just been working mentally, physically, emotionally, musically, just trying to evolve myself and my sound. And but Corona hasn't put a stop to nothing. Like really, it's like how you take it. You can take it as a positive or take it as a negative. But at the same time, like I said, we have been being careful. Like health is a big thing, but we got faith.
Well, I mean, you still managed to create, and in some ways, maybe it's helped you kind of stay in the studio, like there being parties and other things to distract you.
Right.
But you managed to go viral in the pandemic. So what's that like? Is it kind of, do you like go viral and then you're scared to go outside? Like, what's the experience like kind of living it as your reality?
Uh, Not really. I don't think it really just hit me yet because I still walk around and do like everything normal, like it ain't happened. So, but it's amazing. It's a great feeling. Like wow, it's just really happening, and then it's even more over. It's even more exciting because it's at this time. So it's like when all this is clear, just I can only imagine where it's gonna go.
It must be crazy and like surreal as well. Because I mean, I saw you've been making great music for a while. You've been kind of around. So it's like, were you kind of like surprised when it happened through like I mean, not just through TikTok, but having that kind of be an extra motion? Were you surprised at that, or were you kind of like, kind of expecting it anyway with music today?
It was a surprise. I didn't expect it. It was unexpected. Like it just went crazy. Repeat that and chicken and grits like 30 million views. It's like wow. It's like wow. And then in the time period that we did it, so just taking that in, it's like okay, we really got something.
No, but the music sounds great, and I think it's perfect for this time as well. It's like even if people can't go outside, they're still able to dance and enjoy music. So
Right. I appreciate that.
chicken and grits looks so fun as well. What was it like working with Dream Doll, like making that video?
It was a movie. I really felt like I was on a movie set. Mid Jordan, shout out Mid Jordan, shout out Mocha Blue, shout out the whole set that was there, shout out Dream and her whole team. Like she was very professional. We had fun, we just had fun. And when you have fun while you're working, but handling your business, you know, amazing things happen. Her energy was just perfect. My energy was perfect. Everyone's on the set was perfect. It's like, and it was just a movie.
It looks incredible. So yeah, and congratulations on all the success. Like with both tracks, like you've done amazing.
Thank
But
you.
you're part of like, I feel that, I mean, Houston, I'm a fan of many artists from Houston, and I remember like the first kind of wave of like the Pool Wall era, well, even though I was in the UK. But like I feel Houston's got like really incredible artists, and like some of them, like for example, like Maxo Cream, it's taken a minute for them to get the buzz, you know. But at the moment it's, you know, like 5, you know, to 6 artists that are majorly high profiles, including yourself. So what's it like in the city? Is, you know, are you feeling the buzz, or were you always appreciative of the music anyway?
Oh yeah, I was always appreciative of music, like the old wave, new wave. Like it sounds that Houston have that people haven't even got on to yet, you know. But it's happening. So, but yeah, like I've always just been head first in it. You know, DJ Screw, Power Wow, Zero, um, just so many names. Slim Thug, K Reno, you know, Sauce Twins, Maxo Cream. It's just a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like a very special place, and like, and also it's like it kind of has its own sound, like it's different to everywhere else, you know, traditionally.
Right. We definitely have a unique sound.
And tell me a bit about. So your dad was a DJ, and I was seeing this, you talking about how you made your first mixtape at 12. Like that is such an incredible story.
Right. My pops, he was a DJ and he had a home studio, like, and he had changed his whole garage to a studio. Talking like 3, 4 keyboards, drum machine, uh, fat ass desktop, microphone, mixing board. Like you just had the whole nine, and people would come in and book studio time, and me being young and just overhearing it, and then watching BET and always being around music, I just like I don't know. I walked in the room. I had no choice but to just fall in love with it. I was already in love with music, but when I told him, hey, I want to record too, he was like, okay, well let's try it. I ended up making a whole mixtape, a double mixtape actually at 11, but I was telling people I was 12. Yeah, ever since then, like I just been educating myself, falling deeper and deeper in love with music, and just creating like just a burning desire for it. So
So you were a really hardworking 11-year-old, a double, like a double album.
yeah, I love like working for me ain't even working for me. So when you come across somebody like that, it's like I love what I do, so I can do it like in my sleep. You know,
That's impressive though. Have you still got the CD?
I think I do. I think it's somewhere. It's horrible. It's horrible.
I feel like you should sample it one day.
You know what? That's a great idea. That is a great idea. I'm gonna have to give you credit on that. Give you
All
some points.
credit at the bottom. So you have like a musical kind of, or an appreciation of music in your family, right? Like your granddad was into music.
Right. They were into I mean, they love hip hop also, but they were really into a genre called Zydeco, which really originated from the Louisiana area, uh, like the New Orleans area. But yeah, we just always been around music.
Was it like a blues kind of sound? What's the, yeah? Is that,
Yeah, a blues, jazz. Yeah, it's kind of hard to really, you know, pinpoint what kind of sound it is. I'm gonna have to just send you a track. I'm gonna have to send you a Zydeco song and let you jam it.
that sounds good. It's, yeah, I feel like when you appreciate music history, you understand music creation more, you know?
Right, definitely.
So tell me, like, were you like around in the city when like Still Tippin came out? Like, because I can just imagine that that was such a crazy moment.
I wasn't, man. So I'm originally from Orange, Texas. That's where I was staying before I moved to Houston. So I was still in that area when Still Tippin came out, but I was jamming this non-stop, like every day. Probably a 500,000 of them views probably came from me. But what's crazy is when I actually met Paul, shout out Paul Wow, and we sat down and we talked, and he was like, "Man, you know what's crazy? Like when I first heard that song, the beat, I was like, I didn't even like it. He was like, I thought it was just too simple. I was like, wow. He's like, see, man, that's how things work, though.
Good. I always think the simpler the beat, sometimes the better, you know, because then the lyrics.
Yeah, right, right. Simplicity is a art of its own. So
True. That's the thing. I think even also like versatility, like you have quite a lot of like versatility where you can create kind of hype party tracks, but there's a depth to your like lyricism as well. Like, how do you find
right.
you're kind of, you know, creating in the studio? Does it depend on your mood when you go in?
Yeah, it just depends on the mood I'm in, the vibe of the scene, you know, the sound of the track. But because it's like I feel like I really just walk through different frequencies. I be in and out of time zones, and the type of person that I am, like I connect with any and everybody. I got black friends, white friends, Chinese friends, you know, and me being that type of person and being so involved with different type of genres of music, you know, I can just take here from here and here and here, and I try to mix it all together and create it from my own sound. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it works a little bit.
More like a melting pot of ideas, kind of. Yeah.
Right.
I guess is that where you got the title from as well? Like, because you know, a lot of this, the project is based on your kind of artistic creation. So, how did you come up?
Definitely.
How did you come up with the title? Is it based on that?
I'm sorry, you went out. I couldn't hear you.
I was just saying, how was the? Is that why you came up with that title for Vivid Pictures?
Vivid Pictures. We got. I named it Vivid Pictures because like the music is so emotional, and I'm really telling you stories. I'm having fun, like with the chicken and grits, but at the same time, I'm still telling you where I'm from, and I'm telling you about me. But in Vivid Pictures, I'm telling you the situations. I'm telling you the good, the bad, the ugly. Raw, uncut, not sugar coated, and it's so detailed. That once you hear it, you can visualize it. You'll be able to connect with it in a way that'll put you, if not in my situation, it'll connect my situation with your situation, and you'll be able to see yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of named it Vivid Pictures.
And is that like, I saw that you write poetry as well. Is that something that like you separate from your music, or is that something that we might even hear somewhere from the project?
Uh, no, it's kind of hard to say because I feel like to a certain extent music is poetry, but I separate it because my first poem, well, actually, my first three poems that I wrote was to God. I wrote poems to God. Just for just for God. You know what I'm saying? Just for us. But I think it's something that I'm gonna definitely start getting into too, like even more, along with the painting, and then incorporating that all of it at the same time.
Just, yeah. Do you write a lot like with? Because I was thinking this. I was like, if you're, I mean, I think rap is poetry. So I was like, do you like get into the mind state to write a poem, or do you just kind of start writing and see which way it goes? Like, how do you construct poetry that's different to your lyrics?
Um, Well, when I do my music, it's like I listen to the track, and then I see what type of feeling I get, what type of mood, and then I create from there. But when I'm doing poetry, sometimes I just maybe feel overwhelmed, and I have crazy thoughts. You know, the average human being has over 40,000 thoughts per day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just try to get some of that out on paper. You know, and when you do that, it's very therapeutic. You'll be able to understand yourself more once you read it. You know, it's euphoric. So it's just different type of vibe. I may feel good and have something on my mind that I just want to write down. You know, and it's good to do things like that because, like I said, it has benefits. Let me say it like that. It has benefits, spiritual benefits, emotional benefits. You know, that can really be helpful.
Do you have like, because I write like articles, I'm not like a poet or a rapper or anything, obviously not a rapper, but like kind of see writing as like my career. And sometimes like, you know, writing as a release, it kind of, you don't do it as much because you feel like, oh, that's work, or like I do that in the, you know, the work situation.
Right.
Do you tend to write outside of it at all? Like, or do you just kind of only write when you're in the studio, or you have that feeling?
Um. Now I can say I've started kind of just writing just to write because writing is a very powerful affirmation. You know, and what you put on paper, you put into the universe. So knowing that, I kind of started doing just that.
That makes sense because I mean that's the thing, it's powerful. So, but do you like? Would you say that the majority of what you write you tend to release in some form?
Oh, yeah, I can say, yeah, everything that I write, I tend to release at some point in time.
So when will we hear? I don't want to put pressure on you to give me like timings, but when will we like? What's your plan for this year, and when will we hear some new music from you?
Well, we're just kind of playing it by ear right now, and working with some dates. I don't want to give a date and people quote me on it, and then they be looking for it. So I'm gonna just say, you know, real very soon, really soon. But I'm not gonna stop working. Or I'm not gonna keep y'all waiting because I know people. That's what people want. They want music. They want to hear. They want more, and they want more. So I'm gonna try to give it to y'all. Give everybody what they want.
That's why I didn't want to put added pressure on. I'm sure like your fans already like, you know, like do you get
Mm.
on a daily basis for new music?
Oh man, I get messages of people. Hey bro, can you just send? I listen to everything that you already have. Can you just email me a track? I promise I won't leak. I like nah, bro. But guess what? I will when I get messages like those, tons of messages like those. That's when I'll put out trailers and little snippets and things like that.
So what's the song that's the latest Triller that you put out on your Instagram? That's a really good song.
Oh, the one that I just recorded that last night in the studio. I was just kind of messing around. It was called Trap House Cinderella.
That song is amazing.
Yeah,
So,
you like that?
it's really good. That's what
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I was assuming it was on the project, but is it, you know, are you still in motion like that? Is it, I wrote
Uh,
on the projects.
the thing is, like, I record so much, and then once I like send it in, it's like, oh my god, okay, now this got to make the project, or now we got to take this off to re. So it's like, I don't know. I just got to get to a point where I just stop recording, and then we just listen to everything, and then we say, okay, this is definitely going on the project. We need to, you know what I'm saying? So, but it could make the project, you know, it could.
I mean, there's one vote here.
That's a big vote.
Yeah, it might
Yeah, for sure.
not the others though, you know, if there's one extra person voting. But you know, I think, I mean, has your team ever like, has there ever been like a real fight where someone's like so upset a song isn't going to make the cut? Have you ever had that? Like, I'm walking out.
No, no, we haven't had that. My team is really amazing, and we vibe amazing. So I mean, the hardest part is picking what should go next or what we should do next. So I think that's a good problem to have.
There are definitely worse problems than having too many good songs.
Right.
And this is the age of the deluxe, so there's always the option to just, you know, throw more out there after.
Right.
So what else have you got planned this year before I'll let you go shortly, but have you got any other plans, that won't be affected by Corona?
You say what?
The plans that hopefully won't be affected by Corona.
Oh, the plan so I won't be affected by Corona?
Yeah, what have you got coming that will definitely happen?
Oh, that'll definitely happen. More music, more shows, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be like Corona ain't even happened.
And hopefully,
You know? Especially like when it all this is said and done, it's gonna be up. It's gonna go crazy.
what's the first thing you're going to do that's been like off limits?
Uh, I don't even know. I haven't even thought about it, but I think I just want to just explore, just go around. I really want to touch every stage in every city. That's the first thing I want to do, touch every stage in every city that I can.
Have you been to London or the UK before?
No, it's on my vision board, and whatever I put on that, it comes to pass. So I'll see you soon out there.
Exactly. Just put a microphone on the board as well, like on London. I mean, at the moment, our clubs are completely closed, but I'm sure as soon as you're allowed in, they'll be perfect for you to, there'll be lots of people waiting to see you.
Right. How is it over there?
It's good. It's the most lockdown of a lockdown. We're like, no one's even allowed in each other's apartments and stuff. No,
Oh
no,
wow.
yeah, it's a very sad time.
Man, well, these times I feel like the best thing that we can do is pray. Yeah.
Manifest, I can see you here. If I just think hard enough, I can see you in the UK.
Right. Right. Focus. Focus.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I'm going to let you enjoy your day and enjoy the Super Bowl weekend. That's exciting.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it to the fullest. Thank you, Lily. Shouts out to Viper Magazine. I appreciate y'all. More to come. We're gonna have to tap in again too.
Very
At
soon.
a later date for sure.
100%. Well, stay safe out there and good luck with finishing the project. Remember my vote, okay?
Likewise, got you. You know what? I'm gonna keep that trill. I was gonna delete that. I'm gonna keep that trill up just for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And
For
go.
sure.
Well, thank you very much. Bye.
Peace.